Do you think that you might be having sex with a narcissist? By the end of this video, I'm going to be giving you 10 signs that you may be actually in bed with a narcissist. Hey there, I'm Rebecca Zung. I am a narcissist negotiation expert and an attorney, best-selling author. And on my channel and in these videos, I teach you how to shift the power dynamic with narcissists. I've been teaching people for 20 years how to negotiate powerfully and specifically with high conflict, toxic personalities. And if you want real tips and tricks on how to actually negotiate with them in your personal life, in your business life, or wherever it is that you're dealing with them, I invite you to subscribe to this channel and hit that notification bell so that you'll get notified when I upload new videos. All right, so today we're going to be talking about narcissists and sex. And specifically, by the end of this video, you're going to have 10 signs that you may be in bed, literally, with a narcissist. And it's important because when you're negotiating with them, actually, it spills into, all areas of your life. And honestly, it's just an extension of the rest of your world. It's no different than how they are in any other aspect of your life. They are narcissists everywhere else. It doesn't change when you get between the sheets or when that bedroom door closes. It's really just an extension of it. And in some ways, it's even worse because there's no audience, there's no one else to see what's going on. So, let's think about the fact that we are dealing with a person that has no sense of self, that is extremely, extremely insecure, very, very fragile. They need constant adulation. They always put their needs first. They don't care about other people because they are, in constant survival mode. Very, very fragile people. Insecurity to the absolute extreme. So, what would be sign number one? Sign number one is they always put their needs first. Of course, they never put your needs first. It's always their needs first. So, if that is something that you see happening, well, that may be a red flag for you. So that's definitely number one. Number two is even a little bit more sinister, or, something that may be going on, which is they withhold sex if you don't necessarily behave in a way that they want you to in other aspects of their lives. I actually knew a couple where if the husband didn't do certain things that the wife wanted, she would definitely withhold sex. I mean, and she was a covert narcissist. And so, you would see him scrambling to do things, and she would brag about it to other people, which was a shaming technique that she would use, which is really horrible. But that was something that she would do. And he lived in that space. So withhold sex if you don't behave in a way that they want in other aspects of your life. They use it as a reward or punishment. So that's number two. Number three is they criticize you. They criticize what you look like. They criticize you physically, either directly or indirectly. It may be passive aggressive. I had a family member once where the husband actually gave her an abdominizer for her 30th birthday. Like it was a piece of exercise equipment to make her abdomen like more strong or taut or whatever, to give her abs, because I guess she had just had a baby and she didn't have the same kind of abs that she once did. Not a very nice gift. That's a passive aggressive move. I've heard of a couple where one of the people in the couple said to the other person, oh, you better be careful about eating that kind of food with your propensity to gain weight. You may not be as attractive at that point. I certainly am not attracted to people who are overweight. I have actually had people say to me, we are getting a divorce because I'm not attracted to people who are overweight. So they may criticize you outright physically. That's something that they may do as well. And shame you sometimes physically as well. So that's number 3. Number 4 is they will refuse sex if you ask for it. They want to be the one to initiate it. They don't want you to initiate it. They want to have control over it. And then if you try to initiate it and they say, you say you never want it if I initiate it, they'll actually even gaslight you and say, that's not true. That's not how it is. I love it when you initiate it. And then when you try to, it never works out. And they'll say, well, it just so happens that this time I'm this way, or, they gaslight you, make you think you're crazy and say that that's not how it is, that it happens that way, that they always say that they want it when you ask for it, something to that effect. So they refuse to give it to you. If you ask for it, they always have to be the one to initiate it. It's a power move. It's a control move. They want to be the one in control of it. They don't want you to have control over that. They feel like if you have that power, then you're somehow manipulating them. It's all part of an extension of what's going on in the rest of your world, honestly. So that's number 4. Number 5 is they want lots and lots of praise. They need that adulation. They need that praise. So if they do anything for you at all, you get anything out of the situation there, then they want lots of praise about how great they were, how good it was for you. Look at how lucky you were that it was good for you at all. They want lots of praise for that. You were so lucky that it was so good. And, you better heap it on for them. And number 6 is, kind of the converse of that, which is they will react very, very poorly if you criticize anything at all about what went on in there. If you don't like something that they want to try, or that they did try, or that they did do, if there's anything that happened that they tried or that they did and you criticize that, they react very poorly. It's just the same as in any other aspect of your life, right? You try to criticize something, they don't take criticism very well. They have that very, very fragile ego. They react poorly to criticism. They've got that narcissistic injury that can get triggered. Remember, by the way, never call a narcissist a narcissist. I have a whole video on what to do instead of calling out narcissists, and you can definitely check out that video. By the way, do this instead of calling out narcissists. So anyway, that's number 6. Never actually criticize anything that they do. They don't like that. Well, I'm not saying don't do that. I'm saying they don't like it when you do that. Number 7, they feel entitled to sex. They use it to control you. That's number 7. They feel entitled. They use it to control you. They feel like they should be able to have it whenever they want. And by the way, I do want to mention that if you are in a relationship that is not serving you, where you feel that you are in a situation that you are giving permission to be in, and perhaps maybe not even in a safe situation, we will make sure to have the domestic violence phone number listed below. Definitely get out of that situation, especially if you don't feel safe. You should definitely not remain in that situation. You should never, ever, ever remain in a situation where you don't feel like you are giving your consent to be in this relationship. Okay. So I say number 7, they feel entitled. They use sex, they use it to control you, but you should never give yourself to a situation if you don't feel that that is something that you want to do. Okay. So that's number 7. Number 8 is if they cheat, often, sometimes they do, they will blame it on you if they do cheat. And if they don't cheat, they will either give themselves props for not cheating. Look at me, I'm not cheating. Other people cheat. I should be rewarded somehow for not cheating, as all these other people do. Or if they haven't cheated, then sometimes they may threaten to cheat because you aren't behaving the way you should. And if you don't do something that I want, or stop doing something I don't want you to do, then I'm going to cheat. So they'll use it as a threat. So that's something that you'll see, that cheating is somehow involved in the conversation, either to hang over your head in some way, or maybe they actually do go out and cheat. All of this, by the way, just sucks your energy. It just sucks at your soul. It just is so draining, and it doesn't make you feel alive. Part of a healthy relationship should be a healthy physical relationship that serves you and makes you feel alive and makes you feel like you're part of a relationship that is serving two people, and makes you feel like you are both honoring and respecting each other. And this is not that. And so, when you're in this situation, right? I mean, these are energy vampires. And if you are agreeing with me right now, give me an amen in the comments. All right. So number 9 is they'll often accuse you of cheating. So, number 8 was, either they're cheating or they're going to threaten to cheat. Number 9 is they'll accuse you of cheating, or they'll say, oh, they'll act very, very jealous, or they'll compare you to other people or other partners that they've had in the past. That's something else that you may see. They're very, very insecure people. So they're constantly worried about other people, what's going on, all that sort of thing. So that's number 9. And number 10. Number 10 is they make you feel guilty if you don't show them enough attention, you don't shower them enough, you don't touch them enough, you don't tell them how great they are, you don't tell them how good they look. It's got to be like a constant flow of energy that direction, the way they need it, the way they must feel they have to have it. And it's very little about your feelings, very little about your needs, and very little flow your direction. So that's really it in a nutshell. Those are the 10 signs that you may be having sex with a narcissist. And if you are in a situation where you are having a negotiation with a narcissist, I do encourage you to grab my free Crush My Negotiation prep worksheet at winmynegotiation.com. You do want to win your negotiation, so go to winmynegotiation.com. Join my free private Facebook group, Narcissist Negotiators with Rebecca Zung. And if you like this video, give it a like, thumbs up, share it out for other people who are dealing with this situation. You want to make sure that other people get this information, so share it. And make sure you subscribe to this channel, hit that notification bell. And I'm so glad that you stopped by this channel. Remember, today is always a great day to start negotiating your best life. And I'm Rebecca Zung, and I will definitely see you in the next video.